Dark mode again.
I am the shadows.
All right.
Hey, we're on Twitch now
Twitch.
too. This is nice too because Twitch puts it in its own uh category for podcasts.
Oh, that is very nice, actually.
And because of this
SoundCloud
thing,
could never.
oh, I know. And because of this thing, now when I look at OBS, I can see uh the chat from both of them just right here.
That's nice.
Yeah, so hopefully we get some nice things. I'm finishing reading the second one.
Yeah. Want me to find a third?
I think we're
Oh, I
good
need to
with
do my
these. I
rankings.
need to do my rankings too.
Okay. You just want to go off of the tweet that you sent me?
That should have all, as long as it has all of them. I'm gonna pull
What
up that
about
tweet,
the Eagles one?
and then the Eagles one.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna send this.
The Falcons one doesn't look new. I thought that they already. Oh no, it was the black one.
Yeah, the only thing that's new is that it's
That's
red.
right.
So do we want to do helmets or uniforms? Because
Hmm.
we could do both, but we can't like. It's gonna be hard to do it. You know, I don't know how to explain that. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I've seen most of the uniforms. If we wanted to do overall, the Texans with the red helmet, I haven't seen.
I don't think there's much of a. I think it's just their normal Texans uniform.
Okay.
Most of the alternate helmets are just different, but the or just different helmets.
Okay. You want to just do helmets then?
Yeah, we'll just do helmets.
It's a, it's a great behind the scenes conversation
It is a great behind the scenes. We love behind the scenes conversations.
for anyone who's already here.
We got one person on Twitch already, so this is good. Our first Twitch viewer. Instagram or YouTube, I can't see. It says we're live on the. I don't know how to check our stats for that stuff because, yeah, it says we're live. But when I go live, yeah, can I just live now? Can I edit this now?
Also, the Giants one new? The helmet?
They
Or are they
made
just
it.
switching the jerseys that they wore it with?
Yeah, I think it's technically new. All right. I don't know why it looks like we're still good, but we don't have the same interface that I normally get. So I guess I'll just have to look at it this way. And I mean, oh, we're getting our first Twitch chat. We're doing good, and that's a nice
Oh,
it's a nice emote there, Mr. Observant Hefe, Mr. Chris Douglas. I know who that is.
oh.
It's a nice animated emote. It's pretty cool. I wish I could see. I want to make sure that I'm getting. Oh yeah, all right, I got it. No, this is not made for kids. Age restriction? There is no age restriction. There you go. Ah, we're back. Ugh. My roommate's saying something in the YouTube chat. We got stuff going on. People are excited. The buzz is coming on for a Friday pod. Love to see it. All right. Sorry, I'm just funking around with these new things that I'm doing, and I'm trying to have it so I can show. All right, so I can show all the helmets while we rank them, but we won't have our faces in it because I'm not that
Right.
advanced yet. But I'm getting there. I still have to rank them, by the way. So this is going to be a quick little behind the scenes.
I'm ranking mine right now. I think I'm almost done.
Are we throwing in
Yeah.
the Commanders helmets?
No.
No.
Well, should we? I mean, I guess they are new. I don't think we should though. I think it's a different category
Okay,
of new.
because it's like it's new and alternate.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so you have 8 of them, correct?
There's 9,
Oh wait, yeah, there's even 9 in that picture.
and the Eagles one, so there's 10.
How did I get 8? All right, that's fine. I just missed 2 on the thing. Which one am I missing? Oh, the Giants. That's what I'm missing.
G-Man.
All right, and we could talk about the actual uniform part of it while we discuss our
Mhm.
our later things. All right, we're getting started. The crowd's getting here. Let's get this show on the road. You ready? And we're just doing the 2 Reddit stories, and then this, right?
Yeah. So,
Sweet.
nice little quickie.
Yeah, nice little Friday, a little nice little dessert for Friday.
Oh,
Alright.
there we go. That's a good angle.
Yeah, the lighting looks good.
Pretty dark, but
Yeah, that's right.
I live in the shadows.
All right, let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Wise Guys podcast. I'm your host, Brady Fitzgerald, joined as always by my co-host, Chris Hagan.
How you guys doing?
I got to go to the beach today. First time this summer. It was nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's me and it's hard to get down to the beach when you're working every weekend, as we discussed in the last pod, but
Yep.
it was nice to not have to work at a beach and be there, just relax. It was good. It's a nice relaxing day.
I felt that with swimming pools. Like ever since I started guarding, you would think it would be the opposite, where it's like, oh, you don't want to go to the pool anymore. But
No, it's like you want to
it's
go
made you
more.
want to go to the pool more because
Yeah.
you watch people have fun the whole time. And you're just like, I want to do that.
Dude, I built the biggest sandcastle of my life. I had a
Did
wall.
you dig a hole?
Oh, I digged a little bit of a hole, but then I got bored of the hole and made a sandcastle
Ah,
instead.
okay.
I made a fortress, man. It was like a city. I built it at like this perfect angle where the waves were just getting up to it when I was starting to build it. Built a
Right.
great moat right out front, a big wall, and a
So you could
skirt.
also use the wet sand,
Yes, of course.
like pack it in better.
Of course. I had a castle because like the bucket that I brought like has like the little the little castle ridges and stuff. So I was like, oh, I'm making
Mhm.
like this is gonna be like Helm's Deep, and yeah, dude, that thing looked like Hogwarts. Like a tower was on the side of the wall.
Take a picture of it.
I didn't because I was too invested in it. I have
I'm
a
sure it was great.
all right. I have a video of it in the process of being destroyed, so you can see the greatness
Okay.
behind it because it's still a lot standing in the video. So I can. You're right. Maybe I'll drop the video to make sure everyone believes me. But
Was it self-destruction or
no,
the
I let
waves-
it
the waves
naturally
came in?
come in.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I felt like a dad. I was standing around it for like ever,
Yep,
just like
just admiring your
watching it.
work.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But
So when I went to the beach last, my cousins and I dug a hole that we probably worked on for at least an hour, and we would like go in shifts, and we
Mhm.
all had different jobs. So like, there would be the straight diggers, and then the people, I forget what we called it, but who would expand like the radius of the hole.
Mhm.
Or you would go like backwards because you'd have to
Yeah, because it's
grab the
falling and
shovel
stuff.
in. So then the sand would get put in. So then you'd have the person that would clear that sand out, and then the digger would.
Oh,
come
you got
back in.
a whole
It was,
system going.
yeah, it was a pretty efficient operation.
The chat's
We
saying
even had
I need
dug like a little hole, not even a hole, like a little divot into the side of it, so that when you wanted to get out of the hole, you would just step on and somebody would help you up, so that way you didn't kick any more sand into the hole.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
That's real
quite the
efficiency.
operation.
That is real efficiency right there. The Twitch chat is saying I need some pics. I need some pics to show.
And I would agree with that.
Yeah, I messed up on that. I was too like into it to go back, wash off my hands, grab my phone, come back. I was full balls to the walls with it. So, all right, let's get right into it. Let's get in some. So we're back on Reddit. We're back on Reddit. Chris, what would you do to find?
We're starting with Reddit. Okay.
Yeah. Let's start with Reddit. Give the NFL people what they want at the end. Where'd you find these ones? Like,
so
what was
these
the
ones
on this one?
I went on Twitter and I went to the relationships texts Twitter page, and they just have the like screenshots from the relationships subreddit.
Mhm.
And they picked the best of the best. So I figured that was the place to look. And we got some gems today.
Yeah, we have some juicy ones. I'm gonna read the first one since I don't want to read all that much. So you're gonna have to. I'm sticking you with the second one.
I did my voice exercises before we came on.
Mommy made me eat my M&Ms. Do it before every pod, just sitting there. All right. This one is called, the title is, I signed a job in Antarctica, so I would have a legitimate reason for missing my brother's wedding. My brother is getting married this summer. I don't like the woman he is going to marry, but I realize I cannot control what he does. When they picked the date, I found out, but no one knew that I had the knowledge of the date yet. Before my brother told me I signed for a job in Antarctica during the next field season. The wedding will take place during the field season, so I'll miss it. I've been to Antarctica twice before, so this won't look strange. This meant there wasn't a fight about me missing the wedding, and no good reason, because everyone believes I committed the job before I knew the wedding date. I know I should feel guilty, but I don't. The first thing what's up with this with the field seasons?
I would love to know how long the field season is, because that changes a lot. I feel like, because this is one day that you're signing up for.
A whole.
God knows how
I'm
much
looking up a
work
field
for
season right now.
in Antarctica.
Just a field season, meaning when it is. All right. Yeah.
I mean, right off the bat, like, yes, you should feel guilty.
Yeah. Let's get that out of the way. You
It's
should.
your brother. Love
Mhm.
is love. You should support whoever he decides to spend his life with, but
Also, the fields, like, I can't get over that yet. What fields are in Antarctica? Is
well,
that
maybe it kind of just means like field work.
I guess, but like, what field work? I don't know what. Like, I guess he's just doing like research, right? He's just doing some sort of research out there, or something.
The fact
It says
that he just has like the opportunity to go to Antarctica,
and he's been there twice somehow.
Yeah,
He's somehow been there twice. I'm looking it up, and it says what is Antarctica season, and it just says 6 months of daylight in the summer and 6 months of darkness in the winter. So I don't know how long this guy's going for, but there's no. I really needed to find out the specification.
I feel like there would be just such an easier solution. Like if you're gonna decide right from the get go that you're not gonna go to this wedding and that you need an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it like the first thing that you think of? Oh, let me just get a job in Antarctica. Like you couldn't have found another way out of it that wouldn't have ruffled any feathers.
So he's done it twice. He's like, old habits, they die hard. So let's just go get it one more time. I guess that's the mindset. Yeah, he couldn't have found like, I don't know. He couldn't have found like a football game to go to that day. Like he knew the exact date. He could have found anything for that certain day.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess nothing's as important.
Should have scheduled a surgery.
What?
something.
Yeah, he broken a leg or something. Getting
Yeah,
it
I
fixed
don't
then.
know.
I don't know what the. Yeah, I guess nothing would be more important than working in Antarctica. So I guess he got the excuse is down. It's down pat.
Hmm.
There's nothing he can't get out of. He's got out of the wedding. He did it,
Hmm.
and it's a valid excuse. But there couldn't have been something you could find locally. Didn't make you fly all the way to Antarctica and live there for a field season.
I think he's just looking for reasons to go back to Antarctica.
Yeah, this sounds like an addict, like trying to find it's like my only solution is to do cocaine. It's like, all right,
All right.
well, this is your only solution is to go to Antarctica.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, at
The
least
ch-
it's not an excuse.
No, in the chat
It's a
saying
real obligation that he has.
the chat's saying that if someone told me this, I think they'd be lying. But he's done it twice.
And twice.
He's been twice, so I guess he's got that down pat too. He wins. Don't never invite this guy to something he doesn't want to go to because
If
if
he
he can
likes
find
Antarctica, then yes, he actually has won.
if that is true, if he like, I don't know, I can admit sometimes stuff happens and you want to flake, you want to find a way out. This guy will find a way out of any.
He's like Costanza on to a whole nother
He
level.
is, and I just want to be like, oh, he's marrying this girl. I'll show him. I'm going straight to Antarctica, and I'm freezing with the penguins. This woman must be pretty bad. He doesn't even want to go to the wedding. It's his own brother.
Yeah, send him to the deep, deep south.
He'd rather go to a freezing tundra, not even, just a frozen wasteland, than go and see this woman get married with his brother. His own brother.
Who's worse, this guy or the girlfriend who released the dog?
Oh, the girlfriend who released the dog. That's unforgivable.
Yeah.
This guy, I guess if you found out, I still would. I guess I wouldn't forgive him. Like, man, you really did all this just to avoid my wedding.
Right.
But they're both pretty unforgivable. You're right. But the dog is just like, that's a living thing. Like, that is a living creature right there. And if you haven't listened to the dog story that we read, long
last
story
Tuesday,
short,
right?
Yes, last Tuesday. Long story short, she released the dog into the woods after the dude
She drove 2 hours.
Yes, drove 2 hours
And released the dog.
into the woods. And then it came back. And the dog came back and she got caught red-handed. But anywho, yeah, this guy's a prick.
I guess this is
Yeah,
true
this
of
guy's
all
a-
of
this guy's
Reddit,
a
but I feel like this situation specifically, it's a bold move putting it on Reddit. Just in case.
Yeah, I definitely
Like,
agree.
your-
It is
literally any of your family is on there, or anyone.
Hey, yeah,
went to
there's
the
no way to
wedding.
hide this.
Like,
Be
if this is a big wedding,
hey,
this
there's
secret
no way
got
to
out.
hide-
Somebody had to have seen it.
And
right?
there's not like, you can't be like, oh, you can't inexcuse this guy for someone else.
Hmm.
Can't be like, this
Yeah, that's
is,
what I'm saying.
yeah, like this guy isn't, my brother. He's the one that went to Antarctica.
It's like, how many people do we know that
Yeah, that's
have been
ballsy.
to Antarctica twice and are going again?
That's really, really ballsy. You got a good point there. All right.
It's not even. It's nothing. It's literally just like a confession. It's
I
not
know.
like,
There's not
should
a
I have,
question.
like, give me advice or anything.
Yeah, how is this? I don't know how this is advice at all. This is just a guy boasting about how he's an asshole.
Yeah, honestly, he is. He's bragging. The last line says it all. I know I should feel guilty, but I don't. It's like, yeah,
It's like, all right,
it's me. I'm
this guy,
sick.
the guy set it in stone. All right, next one.
This one is asking for advice, and
This one's a great
she
one.
she desperately needs it.
I know.
So,
Love this one.
39-year-old female. My boyfriend, 41 male, quit his job to become a professional wrestler. How can I get through to him that this is a bad idea? This is a long one. We both work full time, but we don't make a lot of money from our jobs. We do make above minimum wage, and both our checks are necessary to pay the bills. He's also very obsessed with wrestling. He watches it multiple times a week and often goes to indie shows around us. He also blows a lot of money on crap, like buying actual gear the wrestlers wore in the ring. We also have 2 kids, 17 and 7. His boss called the house today. He asked me if my boyfriend was okay and that he suddenly quit today. I told him I had no idea what's going on. He got home. I asked why he quit. He sat the family down and said he was pursuing a childhood dream. He was going to train to become a professional wrestler and was going to pursue that. I asked how we'd pay for that. He said we could just get it out of our savings account. I asked about bills, and he said we'll just have to cut back, maybe get cheaper plans on the internet, and cancel the Netflix. Oh, and buy generic groceries. I don't know what to do. He's in his 40s and isn't much of an athlete. He's on the husky side, plus he's only 5'8". I guess it wasn't enough to watch this crap every week. Now he wants to be in the show. I tried telling him this, and he brought up how many wrestlers got started when they were older, and a lot of wrestlers have been overweight. I tried telling him to at least work part-time, but he said it takes dedication, and he's sick of working like a dog all day. It's time I do something for myself. I'm pretty sure he's having a midlife crisis. I don't know what to even do about this. How can I get through to him that we can't afford to go through with this, and that he's not built for wrestling?
There's
a lot to unpack.
The last paragraph says it all. The first sentence of that last paragraph, I think he's in a midlife crisis. Bingo, nailed it right on the head.
Like, oh, really?
You think? You think?
What gave it away to you?
The chat's already laughing at the 40-year-old wrestler. Not to count that he's on the husky side and 5'8". So he's just already set up for failure. You're right. There's a lot to unpack here. I don't even know where to start.
So first of all, I'm gonna say, if you didn't have kids, go for it.
Yeah.
The kids, I think, changes everything.
Especially once 17.
And your girlfriend, it's like,
Yeah, try it out.
let the guy pursue his dream.
Yeah.
But when you have college coming up soon,
Mm-hmm.
this guy probably, or girl, I guess, you should probably stick to the job that pays you well.
Yeah, and like it's not the right time to be, getting worse groceries, cutting off Netflix.
Canceling the Netflix is brutal.
I know, like, what are you gonna like
what watch?
Honestly, you're gonna watch. I mean, I don't even have cable nowadays, but just can't. I would cancel that first before Netflix.
Yeah,
and you're gonna be like you're setting up not only yourself. He's not thinking about the family here. He needs to put on his Vin Diesel hat, get into his Dodge Charger, and start thinking about the family, because you're right. Kids going to college soon. You're going to have to do some sort of payment with that, whether it's like they're taking out loans or the parents will pay at some moment some portion, hopefully, of some sort of college, whether it's like a meal plan or whatever. But nonetheless, you're right. You got to keep the normal job that you got, and you got to support the fam. And here is just throwing it all away for a dying dream.
So people like always say, especially at this point in our lives, people are like, "Oh, just find something that makes you happy," like stuff like that. And like the only thing that you should don't worry about the money, all that. He's taking that advice.
Too late.
He's taking it 20 years too late.
Way too late.
At some point, you just have to take the paycheck.
Yeah, and it's just yeah, you're right. It's 20 years too late. He should have done this coming out of college, coming out of high school, tried to make his professional career. And I just imagine him in the past 20 years. Like, I wonder what his job was before. This has been some boring desk job, working like a dog. He's going to all these wrestling events, just like, I can be that. Like, he's sitting there and everyone just like, I can do. He's buying the gear, like, he's getting himself pumped. And I love how now it's time to pull the trigger. 2022, inflation's all the way up, gas prices are all the way up. He had enough. Today was the day. He stormed into work, quit, and that's the best part. Storming in and quitting without his wife's, without even talking about it.
Yeah.
She gets the call from work.
Well, because he didn't want to hear about that. I'm sure that's not how he drew it up. He didn't want to have the boss call his wife. Like, well, I don't want you to find out this way, but everyone sit down. News.
I am going to be a professional wrestler. What is it like? What is his son or daughter? I don't know if I've heard it said or not. But what is this kid like looking at him and being like? He's 17-year-old kid. He's gotta just like laugh at his dad, right?
I know.
He's just looking at this 5'8" little pudgy man. Like,
All right, so that's not a problem for me. I feel like you could be a good wrestler if you're 5'8" and fat. Like not necessarily good athletically, but I feel like there's a niche in wrestling for guys that look like that, right? There's got to be.
I think so. Not a big wrestler. I think remember we
Yeah,
talked about
neither am I.
the wrestling on the show when they came to Columbia, but not my cup of tea. But let me look up short wrestlers. This might come up with something I don't want to see. All right,
The image that I get is like Frank Reynolds and It's Always Sunny.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I think of.
He's way shorter than 5'8" though. He's like 5'2".
Yeah, he's like 5.
Yeah. I mean the shortest guy ever was 5'4", so he's got 4 inches on that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. 5'2". Yeah, I mean this. Why is this on the list? 6'3". Brock Lesnar's only 6'3". I guess that is shorter than it seems. But yeah, he could do it. 5'8's not that bad. And you're right. Most of them are a little pungent, not on the slimmer side at least. So
I would also love to see the conversation where his wife said that he's on the Husky side. Like, hey, by the way, not only is it hard to do for athletic people, but you're 5'8" and you're fat.
oh, the comments are saying Rey Mysterio was short and he was cracked. So I want to see how much Rey Mysterio height. He was 5'6". You're right. All right.
There you go.
There we go. I'm in full support now. I thought the short would really kill him, but I don't think he's gonna make it to the WWE. I think he's.
I don't know how you
Probably
get
gonna be
like
local.
started in professional wrestling.
I want to know the day
there, like,
after he
tryouts?
quit. What
Right.
did that day look like?
First step.
What did that day look? Did he wake up at like 6 a.m. and started like running, or like did he just like do what he normally
Start
does?
making some phone calls.
Yeah, start making some phone calls. Talking
what
to
I
an
bet-
agent.
What I bet is gonna happen is he's just gonna start watching a ton of wrestling, and his girlfriend's gonna be like, "Hey, aren't you gonna like try to go pursue this?" And he's like, "I'm watching film. I
I'm
have to know
studying.
what's going on.
I'm studying.
I'm learning all the moves."
This nagging bitch. Studying all day. Doing in the heavy. Working like a
Like a
dog out
dog.
here. Like a dog. Like a dog out here. Yeah,
I
And,
feel
like-
like you can't say you work like a dog unless you're like in the fields.
or in like construction or something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like if you're
It's
not
gotta be physical
if you're not hitting the
labor.
grindstone every day.
Which I
then-
guess it could.
he could have
be.
been. Yeah, he doesn't explain what it was.
Yeah.
But I love to imagine him just being like a businessman. Like he's just like sitting in an office, like a cubicle.
Right, yeah.
And every day he's just
As
doing the
a
same. Like
receptionist.
yeah, yeah. Like he works for Dunder Mifflin, and it's he just walks in. He's like, I'm done. This would be like an episode. Like Dwight quit.
Yeah, really.
He wants to be a wrestler.
And then 3 episodes later, he's back.
Yeah.
So that's what's gonna happen. Just a matter of when or when he.
Yeah, he
bites
will
the
come to his
bullet,
senses.
Swallows his pride.
He's gonna come to his senses. He's gonna wake up one
But-
day when you cancel Netflix and he has nothing to watch, and you're buying the Walmart brand of everything. He's gonna realize, I'm not gonna make it. And
The
this is
internet
not-
too, like the cheaper plans on internet.
Yeah. What are you gonna?
How cheap can you get?
honestly, it's all pretty expensive anyway. So how much cheaper could you?
As soon as WWE Best Highlights of 2022 on YouTube starts buffering, that's probably when he's gonna realize. It's like,
He's
maybe
like,
not.
oh no. All right.
Made a huge mistake.
So our advice to this woman, my advice to this woman, just wait it out. I mean, you probably just nag him every day, and eventually he's gonna get annoyed. with
I
it.
think that they should hire a financial planner. And
have
have the guy like run 2 different simulations. It's like, this is a simulation where you continue at your job.
And this
This is a simulation where you pursue professional wrestling. That's, I think, is the way to go.
That's just that is the perfect eye opener right there. You get that, and you're like, all right, there's no way he can still want to do this after this conversation.
And if he does, then I'd say my next piece of advice is find like a real professional wrestler, have him wrestle and get his ass kicked.
Yeah, you gotta
And
get
then
him in the
hopefully
ring.
He's like, all right, this is not for me.
Gotta get him in the ring and get him-
before he can do like any training or anything.
Just get
Make
his
him think
butt
he's
kicked.
ready for some reason. Yeah, and then someone will wipe the floor with him.
I need an update on this, on just what the itinerary is for the next day.
Right.
I really want to know, literally from wake up to sunset. I gotta know what he's doing, because some guy that motivated to just quit his job, he's got to at least be doing some. Like, I'm sure you're right. It's probably just him watching WWE highlights on his YouTube and
playing
couch.
WWE 2K.
Oh
on the
yeah,
Xbox.
he makes his own character on
Right,
the
yeah.
on the Xbox. He's like, look, there I am. That's what I could be like. That's the goal. That's the goal. He just stares at it every day.
Yep.
Doing his push-ups and stuff. All right, 2 great finds, Chris. Props to keep finding them. Let's get a drastic U-turn. Back to some NFL. Every week, like to sprinkle it in, and let's talk real quick before we talk uniforms. The Chosen One, he's back. You see that?
With the Patriots?
No.
Ah,
He's with the
okay.
Browns. He's with the him
and McCarron. Okay.
They signed him though. They signed Josh. They officially gave Josh Rosen a 1-year deal. So right now on his Twitter, his profile picture is when he got drafted by the Cardinals. His background picture is him on the Dolphins, and his caption says, QB for the Atlanta Falcons. And then he plays for the Browns. And also,
Josh Rosen.
wasn't on the Falcons for like more than a minute. So,
Well, he had quite the game with the Falcons.
did he actually
Didn't he
play?
come in? Remember the Thursday night game? It was against you guys.
Oh,
came
did he come in at the
in
end?
the
I totally
fourth
forget
quarter
about
and
that.
threw
And
2
yeah,
picks.
yes, I remember that.
And they benched him for the guy from Arkansas.
Yeah, Felipe
His name
Franks.
is escaped. Yeah.
Felipe Franks. I
So
love
and
names
then
like
he threw
that. It's just
another
like you
pick.
love throwing him in there. It's like, oh, remember
Yep.
from Arkansas? Remember Felipe Franks?
I don't know how I remember that he's from Arkansas and not that name, but
So, man, the sad. He's been out 6 teams, 5 years. I mean, you got to start feeling for the guy eventually. And hopefully, I guess maybe not. Maybe he's just trash. But I don't know. He never
he's also
had.
big.
Yeah, you keep saying that every time, and I always forget that because I just
Yeah.
like the Chosen One name. So I always forget that he's
So do
big.
I. Well, I was all in on him at the time of the draft. I didn't like him going to the Cardinals because he was set up for failure there.
That's what I was about to say. It feels like he was set up for failure everywhere he went. Every single place he went.
was.
The like when he got traded from the worst team in the NFL, the Cardinals, to the Dolphins, which were currently tanking at the time,
Became the worst team.
and literally did not want Rosen within 3 feet of starting. Then bouncing around, only having to play when people are injured. And now I guess like technically he's in a decent situation. If Watson,
Yes.
if the whole Watson thing, which I just like to completely ignore because the guy's a scumbag and I hope he never plays again in the NFL. But if it's like 1 year, if it's 8 games, Jacoby Brissett's going to be the starter. He's going to look pretty trash. They're going to be rotating between Brissett, Josh Dobbs, and now Rosen. So maybe
they have Dobbs. They're
they do have
set.
Dobbs. Yeah, they are set.
I'm a big Dobbs guy.
I've always loved Dobbs.
Yeah.
I don't know what
why,
it's
always he's got something about him.
Oh, wait, sorry. We have a great question. Before we continue on our Josh Rosen, we have a great question in the chat. What do you think that dude's wrestling name would be? It would have to be
Like something got to be with the word husky.
Oh, yeah, I like that. I don't know. You got to add like something with crisis too. Let's get like
It's true.
I don't know. I'm bad. What are normal wrestling names? That's another thing. I don't know.
I feel like some of them are normal, like just normal names, and then you get like Rock and like Big Show,
Ultimate
the Giant.
Warrior, Crybaby Cannon, Diamond Dallas Page, Pork Chop Cash. Oh, we can definitely come up with something good, but not off the spot like this. All right, we'll have to get back to that one. If you think of something while we're talking about the rest,
shout it
let
out.
us know. And also in the chat, if you got any good names, we'd love to hear it. We'd love to count it out. All right. Anyways, Rosen to the Browns, really not a big deal, but funny story because we'd like to talk about Rosen.
Well, before we move on, speaking of the Cardinals, You see the Kyler
Yes.
extension?
Yeah, I guess let's talk about that too. Absolutely blasphemy. This is ridiculous. The market is just gonna keep increasing and increasing. We're gonna start paying these guys billions, like a year. He's getting 40 million a year. He hasn't won a single playoff game and has a regular season record that's under 500.
Yeah, I mean, well, stability is key, I guess. It's like you got a guy who's good. And no, I don't think anyone's gonna argue that he's like below average.
No. And
But some people just like ride him so hard.
well, and this is the
It's
issue.
really like very, very mediocre, I think.
I also think he's very mediocre. He's also a midget and can't see over his own line.
I don't think you're supposed to use that word.
I was about to say. I hope that's not derogatory to
Yeah, way to
anyone out
go.
there. Yeah, I know. He's a little person. How is that better, by the way? How would you rather be called a little person than a midget? I don't know. Let's not get. I'm not gonna get into that. But anyways,
a slur.
All right. Okay. We're cutting it out. The M word shall not be said.
The M word, yeah.
The M word shall not be said. I'm glad he didn't get all the guaranteed money. Like Watson clearly didn't break the guaranteed money market, so hopefully that stays. But
well, his was like every cent.
Yeah,
right?
every single cent. My question is like not even a question. The issue is that someone would have signed them to this contract if it wasn't the Cardinals. So that's why they had to pay him this. That's why it always works this way. That's why the extensions always work. So next up is Lamar Jackson. He is next in line.
Boy.
He doesn't have an agent though. That's why this hasn't been done yet. He has his mom.
This has a Wonderlic score of like 10.
It's such a Lamar thing. Like once you say, "Oh, he doesn't have an agent," you're like, "Oh, yeah, that makes sense."
He could probably sign a deal that's like 2 years, 20 million. Be like big trust.
Big trust. No, and now he's just like, I would just demand the world. Like if he's getting this, like.
Yeah, like I'm an MVP.
Yeah, I have an MVP and
I won
at least
12 games in a row.
And at least one playoff game. I have one in my resume. So if he can get this, that's how people negotiate, where it's like, if he can get this, then why can't I get this? And it's just never gonna stop. We're never gonna have there needs to be some sort of flatlining. But I don't think it's gonna happen because the cap's just gonna keep grazing and the NFL is just gonna keep printing out money.
Yeah,
so
well,
did you see?
I mean, their revenues go up every year, so
yeah, and that's why
at the end of the day, like it doesn't. I don't think it even changes that much, except for Christian Kirk. That one was ridiculous. He might have just been a bad contract, but it also might have destroyed the receiver market.
No, it did, because that's why do you think two of the best receivers are now on different teams and leaving their Hall of Fame quarterbacks?
Yeah,
because they saw that Christian Kirk got that type of money and said, well, if he could get that, he's not even that good. He's
the king's riches for me.
Exactly. So yeah, you're right. It doesn't change anything. This was just part of the QB market. But I hate when these average players get the Brinks pulled up, the Brinks bank come up to him. But whatever, it's just how it is. And now we're gonna get the next up's Lamar. So I'm excited to see what the Ravens are forced to pay him every year.
That's a contract that you just know will not end well. It's like a guarantee.
Yeah, I agree. There's gonna be like the year he signs and he's gonna like fall off completely. All right. So we ready to rank, or is there anything else?
I'm ready to rank.
All right, I'm ready to rank too. All right, I'm pulling up. Nope, that's the Kyler Murray, and that's bam. So right now, everyone is not looking at our faces anymore. They're looking at the 9 helmets that we have out of the 10 that we have ranked. The other one, you can Google yourself, and just a black Eagles helmet, and we'll talk about that soon. But, Chris, number 10, what do you got?
It might be a little bit biased, but the new Cowboys one, I think, is stupid. The white helmet.
Yeah, I could see you being a little biased there. All right, put it so I put our faces in. Sweet, we're
Yeah,
back.
there we go.
Uh,
I just say, I mean, I hate everything about the Cowboys. So I literally have nothing else other than that. I just hate looking at it.
I kind of like the uniform. I'm not
Oh.
biased. I have no preference against. I like I like the white shoulder pads and then the navy blue rest of the jersey. I think that looks really clean. We are just talking about the helmets, and it's a pretty simple helmet, but it's nice to have that sort of capability. I didn't have it ranked too high. Don't worry. But
I will say, I should have said this right before we started, but disclaimer, I don't really like any of the helmets that much because I'm more of like a classic. Like I just want to see classics uniforms. So some of them are perfect for what I like, but others aren't. And so like anything new, a lot of the time I'm just gonna be like, no, I don't like that. Give it like 5 years and then maybe I'll get used to it. But
good disclaimer.
some of them,
good disclaimer. All right. Number 10, I had the Saints. I think this thing looks hideous.
Saints one is garbage. Yeah.
I think I don't get what's going on in the middle. I don't get why they posed with them with the white uniforms.
If it's like all black, it might look cool.
I don't get I just don't get the middle thing. So
I don't either. I really don't like it.
Make it bigger for the audience there at home, and you could see.
It's like it's got like the
little stars
dots
and stuff.
It's little Saint logos, isn't it? Or no? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
But it reminds me of the dots on the Commanders' white uniforms, which is not a good thing to be reminded of. So.
Which, by the way, if you missed our little behind the scenes right before the pod started. Oh, I totally forgot. You can see what is on my screen. All right, we're back to the uniforms. Anyways,
what are you doing?
I was looking at the chats. Wanted to make sure that there was
okay.
Chats going on. Anyways, anywho, disclaimer: the Commanders stuff is not in here because it's not technically.
It would also easily be number one on both the lists, so it wouldn't even be fun.
Yeah, the Wario logo. I just can't get enough of it. Anyways, number 9. What do you got?
I have the Eagles black.
I also have the Eagles one.
Okay.
It's stupid. They're
really
already
dumb.
So another, I guess, disclaimer: they're coming out with some Kelly Green ones, some Kelly Green throwback ones.
Yeah, those are cool.
Everybody loves the throwback ones.
Yeah.
But why do they need black? They don't even have black uniforms. I guess they do have black uniforms.
I don't even like the black uniforms that they wear, though.
I don't either. I don't think they look good. I'd rather have the Kelly Green ones, or the normal ones. I'd rather have the normal green ones.
Mm-hmm. I think there's nothing wrong with the green that they have.
No, they made this black helmet just to make a black helmet, and it's stupid.
Yeah. I feel there's too many black helmets being made.
Just like my number 8. Go ahead. What do you got?
My number 8 is actually not a black one. It's the Texans red.
I
hate the Texans red so much. It looks really bad.
I had mixed feelings about this, but when you see it with the guys in the uniform, it looks a little better. A little better. It's not great, but I like that they're trying something different. That's all I got with that. But my number 8 is the Jets, released today, the black ones. Again, with the there's not enough green, I feel like.
The Jets never should have gotten rid of the white helmets that they wore.
Yeah, those white helmets were perfect
throughout the most of the 2000s. I don't know why they ever removed it, because their uniforms recently have been horrible. And like the Mark Sanchez years, like those Jet uniforms were fine.
Crap. I just got rid of the things. I kind of stopped messing with it, but I'm trying to look at it bigger. Anyways. Whatever. Jets, why are you not using, this is the perfect opportunity to put a goddamn jet on the helmet. Make it jet black and have a freaking jet on the side. Why does it say, why are we just looking at a helmet that just says Jets? That's all we're looking at.
J-E-T-S. That's why.
Yeah. But
just cram it down your throat.
it's so dumb.
They can't do anything right.
They really can't.
I can't think of one good move they made in my lifetime, honestly.
Besides Zach Wilson sleeping with his friend's mom. Or his mom's friend. That's the only thing good that he's done. All right. Number 8. Oh, no. Number 7. I had the Cowboys.
7. I have the Saints black.
Okay. Move on. Number 6.
So, Jets at 6.
All right. I had the Giants.
Okay.
I just don't like how they're not the same color.
Yeah. No, that's...
they're not the same color as the
helmet
uniform.
and the jersey, you mean?
Yeah. That bothers me so much.
I was trying to figure out if it was like that in the 80s.
You can't tell. It's like like depending on like the shading or the sunlight, it looks differently, but
right.
I'm not a fan.
I think it is. If there's this one picture of Lawrence Taylor, I'm pretty sure that it is what it looked like. The jerseys are Bills jerseys.
Yes, the jerseys are the Bills jerseys. If we're gonna, that's literally the first thing I thought of. I was like, oh, they look exactly like the Buffalo Bills, and I don't know. They look exactly the same. Besides that, the color is slightly darker. That's it. That's all you're giving me. It's a slightly darker helmet.
I actually really, as much as I hate the Giants, I really liked the ones that they would wear for Color Rush, I guess.
It's
They'd
the
wear
same
all
helmet,
white,
only
and
a
then they'd
lighter.
use that helmet.
It's the same helmet, only lighter blue, right? And it's still a navy blue, but it's like a lighter one. Yeah, that is sick.
Right.
I actually love those helmets.
Mhm.
So that's why I don't like these. Number 5.
Where we at now? Jets already did. 5. I have the Panthers.
All right.
I'm not like all in on the Panthers black. I feel like other people might be.
I think it looks pretty sick. I don't have it too much higher than you do, but I think what I like about it is that the logo actually fits with it. Like the logo is already has a black background. There's already all that black would have already been there. So you just you make the rest black, and I like that.
To me it looks too much like 18-year-old kid designing a helmet in an NFL team. Like
I kind of see what a lot of these do.
It doesn't.
A lot of these kind of.
Well, that's why I don't like them.
That's fair.
So I don't know. It just doesn't strike me as an NFL helmet. And I don't really know how else to explain that, but that's how I feel.
Okay, I had the Texans red. I didn't hate them as much as you did.
I saw the picture of the Texans red up against the red uniform, and if it's the same shade of red, because this one looks too shiny.
What'd you look up? What'd you look up to see that?
I just looked up Texans red helmet, and there's one of it like on a mannequin. And I don't hate it.
I didn't mean to go to shopping. All right. Yeah, this is giving me nothing. They came up with the Houston XFL team. What were those? The Roughnecks? Nice.
Yeah.
I do not see that picture anywhere.
Texans red helmet is what you looked up?
I just look up Texans red helmet. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Images?
I see it. Yeah, no, I like it on the red on red. I think that looks good. It looks almost like a completely different team somehow, but I still like it.
If it was on blue, I would not like it at all.
Well, yeah, if it was on blue, I wouldn't like it either. All right. Number what? 4?
4. I have the Giants at 4.
I had the Panthers. So,
okay.
Let's move on. Number 3. Atlanta Falcons.
Bengals white. Okay. The Bengals white helmet is another one that I'm not all in on.
Boo you.
I know, I'm a hater.
Boo.
I hate them all. You'll notice if you've been doing the math with these helmets that my 1 and 2 are like the old helmets.
Yes.
And 3 of my top 4 are.
The
Giants at 4.
The Bengals helmet's what we've been asking for years.
Who's we?
Me.
Everyone's been saying that. It's like, I don't know where I've been when everyone has been like begging for this helmet.
I don't know. I think it's gonna look sweet. They are gonna look.
I think it'll look cool. I'm just not all in on it like everyone else is. I don't know where the hype came from. I think it is cool. I'm not like it's number
I think the
3.
hype just came from the concept, like the
I
fact that
guess.
like we can have like a Bengal tiger and then make it all white. That'd be kind of cool.
Mhm.
But the one thing I was worried about, I was like, are they just gonna look boring? Are we gonna think they're gonna look really badass and they're gonna come out and just be black and white?
It might.
All right, let me look up.
Well, I'd have to picture it with the white jersey that they choose.
I know. I'm trying to see if there's. I mean, here's a great picture. Yeah, nah, this looks fresh. It's a picture of Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase in the white uniforms and the white helmet. It looks sweet.
Okay. I don't think that we'll be disappointed.
Do you think when the Panthers and Bengals play, they will have all white versus all black?
They should.
They really should.
But again, like that feels like a college game to me. That doesn't feel like the NFL.
Yeah, but don't you want more excitement? You said you missed the color rush.
Oh, I do miss the color rush, but that was just like putting 2 colors on top of each other.
Yeah,
And I always thought that the helmet rule was stupid. That you could only have one helmet. I thought that was dumb.
well, yeah, it was one of the worst rules
Like-
in sports.
Give me the old Buccaneers helmet.
You know
like
it's
the
coming.
theme school.
The Titans
Give me
one's
that.
so Taylor
Give me
Lewan,
the Oilers.
Titans player, tweeted something about throwbacks are coming back, and the Titans, did the old eyeball emoji, ... So those are coming soon. I'm sure the creamsicles will come soon. I do want to see Brady in the creamsicles.
Mhm.
That would be sweet. But
I don't know why it hasn't happened yet.
I don't know. They're probably just waiting because I kind of do like how they're doing it a little sporadically, just so the media gets something to talk about every week. It's like, we get to talk about uniforms, and I guess we're making fun of that as we're discussing and talking about uniforms. But
Yeah, we do it all the time.
we love uniforms, actually. All right, let's talk about the Falcons one. I freaking love this
Okay.
helmet. This
I
helmet's
think it's so nice.
I think it's really good.
The only way to get better from the black one that they did.
They
I
do
don't
it
know
like
when
every
they
year.
put it in 2 years ago.
Yeah, they do it like
They
every
do it every year.
pretty much.
Oh, that
They-
one I love.
This is it's finally gonna put an end to like I feel like every year it's like, by the way, I mean, I guess you're right. 2 years ago they got the whole new uniform, so that's when they got the new helmets that had like the old logo. But they're always, I feel like the Falcons are always like, by the way, this year we're throwing in the old logo. It's like you do it every year. It's you do it actually every single year. But this
Who's
one,
this guy in the picture, by the way? Is that just like a model?
the player.
I don't.
God damn it! I
recognize the
pressed
face, yeah.
explore again. Sorry, I gotta search through my DMs.
That's the only one where you can see a face.
By the way, Toronto Blue Jays are beating the Red Sox 25-3. That is ridiculous. Good thing I don't care about baseball.
Yikes.
Anyways, no, that's AJ Terrell. Don't ask me how
Okay.
I know that. I have a problem. Anywho, the helmets are look. It's just clean. It's classic. It's clean,
Yeah.
and it's not much you could do wrong with this, and they did it perfectly.
Yep.
Just like. No, I guess we're on number 2 now.
What's your 2?
I had the white tiger.
Okay.
What's
I had the Falcons.
Yeah! Number 1! Say it with me!
It's undisputed.
Say it with me. The New England Patriots throwbacks. Ugh,
I
cleanest
mean,
uniforms.
they're really clean.
I'm sorry.
It's
I'm looking
similar
up
to the
whole thing.
Bucks. Because you have like the light color, it's like a light red jersey versus like the light orange, and then the white helmet with the guy on it. And what's his name? Patriot Pat or something like that?
Yeah, Pat Patriot. Oh, why'd they show me the
Patriot.
2020 new uniforms? No, I want these. Yeah. These are absolutely fire. I am very excited to see them finally bring it back. And the helmet, you're right, is a perfect representation of what we're talking about. A classic. It's literally just stripes and a logo. It's white, stripes, and a logo. And what I love about this, I've mentioned this on the pod before, give me white face masks. Give me white face masks all the time. I will always go for
White
a
face mask on a white helmet. It's fire
Clean.
all
Which, by the way, Jets had and then got rid of.
time.
But absolutely
I
clean.
remember you making like a whole stink about the Jets' white face mask.
Yeah, because I love the white face mask. So, just, you're right. Undisputed, the best ones so far that have come out. And a little biased, but I got Chris on my side, so.
Yep. Can't. I don't even hate to say it.
No, don't.
It's not
Because
'cause
they
I wanna
look,
see it.
they look that clean. You
Mhm.
can't hate to say it. Yeah, I got nothing else to say. I'm excited to see these back. They have been in the works. It felt like every year. It's like, oh, maybe we'll bring back the red jerseys. But
Well, they
couldn't
had
do
to
the,
wait,
Yeah,
right?
they couldn't do the rule. They couldn't do the white helmet, and it wouldn't look
It's
the
literally
same.
like the dumbest rule ever. I
And
don't know why it ever existed.
I don't know why it did either. No fun league. They had to have the white helmets though. These uniforms are not the same if they just threw the silver one on. They wouldn't be
Oh,
the same.
no, not at all. It wouldn't even look good, I don't think.
No, I don't think so either. So that does it for our rankings, and I think pretty fair rankings. I think we gave them.
Yep.
So,
Sorry to the Texans helmet. It was probably lower than it should have been upon further review.
oh well,
Every time we do rankings, that happens.
Yeah, good thing you. Yeah, that's a good apology. I'm sure the Texans fan, all two Texans fans out there. Let's look at the comments. Say, Texans and Bengals are the favorites over on Twitch. Jets helmet's ugly, and the White Tiger's sick. That's what we're getting at. A lot of these teams use black anyways. Too much. They need some color. I agree. I 100% agree. All right. Got anything else?
Yeah, nothing.
I got nothing either. All right. Well,
Baseball's back
oh yeah. What, it was gone for like
from the All-Star
3
break.
days.
Felt like a long time.
Well, how'd the Phillies do today?
They're getting torched.
All right, then let's just leave that there. Let's just leave that there. All right. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed. Thank you all for listening. Shout out Twitch. Shout out to the Twitch, all the Twitch people out there. Thanks for coming out on Twitch. It was fun. It's fun to be on here, and I'm excited to stream on both. So, and also thank you if you watched on YouTube, and see everybody on